Well, we got the first day done, so the entire week going to each class the first time is a little adjustment. Everybody's kind of got to figure stuff out, but just balancing it with the first classes in football, something everybody across the country has to do. So we're getting on it.
So you're getting used to the routine, or trying to get used to the routine?
Yeah, yep. And then obviously getting used to morning practices this week again too. Now with school starting, it's kind of a transition, but we're not having too much trouble with it.
As a defensive line, what did you guys take from the last couple scrimmages you've had?
Obviously, watching the film, anytime there's just a lot of corrections, a lot of technique stuff that we have to improve on as individuals and as a unit. But first and foremost, we're just trying to bring energy to the defense, to the team, and by doing that, just elevating the play of all the groups around us.
How beneficial was it for you to get that action that you did last year? I mean, you played almost the entire season in defensive end.
Right, yeah. I mean, anytime you can get actual game experience, that's invaluable. There's nothing that can truly simulate that in the off season or on the practice field. And, I'm just looking to build on that and use it to improve as a player and improve my contribution to the team this year.
What did you see over the summer, watching film of yourself? What kind of areas did you see I need to be much better at this, maybe specifically?
I would say just shedding blocks, faster, getting off blocks more violently, and, just being more explosive in the pass rush, getting a better jump.
You're going toe-to-toe with some men out there. I mean, Jack Conklin comes to mind, right off the bat. I mean, what was it? Do you think strength was really emphasized to you in this off-season just because you're going up against those guys?
Yeah, absolutely. I put on probably 8-9 pounds this off-season, and obviously working with Coach Doyle, you're going to improve in all areas of your strength, and that's something I tried to focus on as we went through the entire off-season.
Coach Parker just talked about, this year being better at eliminating big plays, maybe bringing the points per game down a little bit. Have you talked about that?
Yeah, absolutely. That's, every year he shows the correlation between the teams we've had in the past, the amount of big plays they've given up, and then where they ranked in the country defensively overall. And, for the most part, it sticks, to a direct proportion, and that's something that we really focus on, is not giving up big plays. And it's a point of emphasis, as it should be for every defense across the country.
Coach Parker talked about, kind of singled out Anthony Nelson as a guy that's really elevated his game. What have you seen from him maybe in the last 4 or 5 months?
Yeah, Anthony, he's been doing a great job. Extremely athletic guy for his size, 6'7", and he's come a long way. He's a very smart player. I can say that about him, and he's helped me a lot with my pass rush and how he's been progressing. It's great. It's going to be wonderful to have him helping us out this year.
What did you learn from Drew Ott last year? How much did he help you?
Yeah, I mean, it's more like what didn't I learn from Drew? I mean, everything that I did learn was from him. The way he conducted himself, obviously the way he played, and then once he was out, the stuff he was helping me, in the meeting room, on the sidelines throughout the year was invaluable.
With a year of film for your opponents to have on you, is there anything that you pushed yourself to learn new technique-wise?
Yeah, I wouldn't say there's any one thing specifically, because I obviously need to improve in all areas, all phases. But yeah, I focused on my technique a lot this off season. More than focusing on opponents or anything. I just wanted to look at myself and improve as a player.